Hi, I'm Cassie, one of the food editors here at Good Food, and today we're getting into the holiday spirit with some fantastic festive treats you can make in the air fryer. We've got Christmas crinkle cookies, mince pies and easy gingerbread. This is Air Fryer 101 Christmas style. First up, let's make some Christmas crinkle cookies. They're soft, chewy and lightly spiced, perfect for the festive season. Start by combining some cocoa powder, caster sugar and some vegetable oil in a bowl. Give that a little whisk until it's nicely combined with no lumps in the cocoa powder. Now I'll just whisk in 2 eggs, giving the mixture a good mix in between each egg. Now to add the rest of the ingredients. We've got some plain flour, some lovely warming spices. We've got mixed spice and cinnamon, baking powder, and some fresh orange zest for that nice Christmassy flavour. Now let's combine the ingredients to make a nice soft dough. Okay, when the dough comes together, we're ready to start shaping it into balls. Now you can chill the dough at this stage if it feels very soft, but I'm going to go for it straight away. So just scoop up little mounds of dough, and if you want them to be exactly the same size, you can measure them. You're looking for about 20 grams per ball. And just give them a little roll around. I've oiled my hands lightly so that they don't stick. And then dunk them straight into some icing sugar. Give them a nice coating, and this is what will give your crinkle cookies that lovely snowy effect on the outside. And then we'll just pop them onto a plate ready to be cooked. So I have a batch of cookies ready to go in the air fryer now. You can prep them all like this and then pop them in the fridge for a couple of days or even in the freezer for a few months if you want to. And then just cook them from chilled or frozen, and you can have warm, freshly baked cookies whenever you need them. These are going in for 10 minutes at 190. They look amazing. I'm just going to leave them to cool down for 5 to 10 minutes and then we can tuck in. Warm chocolatey cookies, fresh from the air fryer with those lovely Christmassy spices. They're perfect for a gift, or you can just enjoy them at home. Make sure you give them a go. Next up, we're making the easiest ever mince pies in your air fryer. If you love your air fryer, you need this recipe this Christmas. So to make these mince pies, you just need 3 ingredients. I'm using a sheet of shop-bought ready-rolled pastry, some shop-bought mincemeat and some beaten egg. Now we're going to stamp out some circles in the pastry with our pastry cutter. Try and squeeze in as many as you can from the pastry sheet. Now just remove the offcuts from the pastry circles and don't forget to re-roll it so you can make more mince pies at the end. I'm just using some shop-bought mincemeat from a jar here. Now you can add some different ingredients if you want to customise your mincemeat. So you could add some grated apples, some orange zest, maybe some chopped nuts or some dark chocolate, whatever you fancy. Just take a teaspoonful of the mincemeat and we're going to place that in the centre of half of the discs of pastry. The remaining discs of pastry will become the lids for the mince pies, and I'm just going to decorate mine with a little star cutter, but you can just use a fork and poke some holes in the top if you prefer. Now I'm just going to lift some of the stars that I've stamped out from half of the lids and place them on the other lids for a nice decoration. And we'll just use a little bit of beaten egg to help them stick. Now I'll just brush a little more beaten egg around the base of the mince pies, around the mincemeat. To make these into our mince pies, we're just going to pop on the lids and press around the edge to help them seal. Now to add a nice little finish, I'm just going to press around the edge of each mince pie with the tines of a fork. And now for a lovely shine, I'll just brush the tops with a bit more egg wash. Finally, for the mince pies which are completely covered on top, I'm just going to poke a little steam hole to let the steam out so they don't crack open in the air fryer. They look fantastic. Let's pop them in the air fryer for 12 minutes at 180. Amazing, fresh mince pies, hot from the air fryer. These smell so good. Let's pop them on our plate and dust them with some icing sugar, and then we're ready to tuck in. There we go, fresh from the air fryer, warm mince pies in less than 30 minutes. They smell amazing. Let's give them a go. They're so good, give them a go. And for our grand finale, we're making some gingerbread. It's sweet and spicy and perfect for making with kids. Let's get started with making the dough. First, we're going to melt some brown sugar, butter and golden syrup in a saucepan. Okay, that's bubbling away nicely, so I'm just going to pour it into a bowl and leave it to cool down. Now the butter and sugar mixture has cooled down, let's mix it with some flour and our other ingredients to make the gingerbread dough. So we've got some plain flour, and then I've got some spices here, so we've got some ground ginger and ground cinnamon, some bicarbonate of soda to add a little bit of lift, a pinch of salt, and then we'll add in that lovely brown sugar syrup. Now we'll give that a good mix. This may need a splash of milk just to bring it together. So I'll start with a tiny bit and maybe add some more if we need it. And just mix this until it forms a dough, then we'll go in with our hands and squeeze it all together. Okay, so we've got a lovely soft gingerbread dough now, and this is a really versatile dough. Once it's made, you can use it to make any shapes you like. You can make a gingerbread house, you can make decorations for the tree. I've cut my dough in half as I find it much easier to work with a smaller portion, and I like to roll it out between 2 sheets of baking parchment. You can do this with any pastry, it just prevents any sticking from the surface and you won't need to add any extra flour. So just press it down with your hands gently to start, and then with your rolling pin we'll roll it to about the thickness of a pound coin. Okay, now we're ready to stamp out some shapes. I'm going for some simple stars, but as we said, you can use any shape you like. We've cut out all of our stars, so we'll just remove the offcuts, and don't forget to re-roll these and stamp out some more biscuits. Then we'll just pop the biscuits into the fridge or freezer for about half an hour until they're nice and firm before baking. The gingerbread have been in the fridge for a while, so they've firmed up nicely and they're ready to bake. Just be really careful as you're lifting the dough, as it can be quite delicate and breaks easily. Let's pop them in the air fryer at 190 for about 10 minutes. Wow, these are smelling amazing. I'm just going to leave them in the air fryer basket to cool down and firm up a little bit before removing them and then leaving them to cool on a wire rack. Okay, our gingerbread biscuits have cooled down. They're lovely and firm and ready to decorate. I'm just going to do some simple white icing on top, but you could add some sweets or sprinkles if you like. There we go, our gingerbread biscuits are done. Just leave the icing to set for about an hour before you dig in. They are gorgeous, so warm and spicy. They smell like a Christmas market. Give them a go this festive season, you won't regret it. What a jolly lineup of festive treats we've got today, from the snowy Christmas crinkle cookies to a classic mince pie and the ginger spiced easy gingerbread. These goodies are guaranteed to make your holiday season extra merry and bright. If you enjoyed these recipes, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more episodes, and visit goodfood.com or download our app for more tasty recipes.